Hey everybody, welcome to Clemson University. I'm Burt McCarty. My cameraman is T. Studemeyer. And the trial we're going to look at today is a spraying broadleaf weed control trial. These products have been out approximately 2 weeks, and so let's look at the results here. Okay, our first treatment here is actually the untreated. As you can tell, there's a wide variety of broadleaf weeds. This consists of chickweed, corn speedwell, Carolina geranium, field madder, parsley pierre, and some dandelion. So we have a hodgepodge of broadleaf weeds that are pretty uniform throughout the plots. Again, this is untreated. All right, treatment number 2, I call Clemson concoction number 1. It is a combination of simazine, 2,4-D, sulfentrazone, and metsulfuron. Simazine is at a quart per acre, 4 ounces each for the 2,4-D and sulfentrazone, and then 1/4 ounce per acre of the metsulfuron. Again, this has been out approximately 2 weeks. Again, not total control yet, because we have had cool weather since we have put these trials out. But again, compared to the untreated, we're getting very close to about 90% control, and I expect it to get higher. All right, treatment 3 is another Clemson concoction. Again, simazine, 2,4-D, sulfentrazone, but instead of metsulfuron like it was in the previous plot, I substituted that with Spotlight, and the Spotlights had 11 ounces. Again, just like the previous trial, or previous treatment I should say, we're getting excellent control. Again, we had 2 weeks. I expect almost 100% control probably within a week or so. Treatment 4 is another one I call Clemson concoction number 3. In this case, we also have the simazine, 2,4-D, and sulfentrazone, but in this case, the 4th compound is dicamba, or bambo, and that's applied at 4 ounces per acre. Again, weeds are by and large dead. There are a few still hanging around, but again, within a week or so, expect full control. Treatment 5 is another Clemson concoction that is what we're calling a zoysiagrass specific. And what do I mean by that? Well, we got the simazine and 2,4-D just like we had the previous 4 treatments, but we substituted sulfentrazone with dicamba, and we also add metsulfuron. The dicamba in this case was 8 ounces. The metsulfuron was a 1/2 ounce, and 2,4-D is 16 ounces. So we're kind of calling this more of a zoysiagrass specific type broadleaf treatment, because we took sulfentrazone, which can cause some damage to the zoysiagrass. Again, weeds, not 100% control yet, but they're dying, and we expect full control probably within a week or so. Now, number 6 is a combination of 2,4-D, dicamba, and metsulfuron. We did not have the sulfentrazone, nor did we have Spotlight. And so the weeds are starting to die. However, it's much slower without the sulfentrazone. And so in this case, probably we won't get 100% control unless we come back with a sequential application within a week. Treatment 7 is a commercial tank mix product called Surge. Surge has a combination of 2,4-D, dicamba, MCPP, and sulfentrazone. And the use rate is what's recommended by the label, and it's 3.25 pints per acre. Again, just like the previous treatment, we're starting to see some burn down the broadleaf weeds, but it's very slow. And I would suspect it's going to require a second application. Number 8 is another commercial product called Millennium Ultra. Millennium Ultra. It is composed of 2,4-D, dicamba, and clopyralid. Again, just like with the previous 2 treatments, very slow to be acting, may require sequential application. So far, we're just not seeing much activity yet. Number 9 is another commercial product called Escalade. Escalade is a combination of 2,4-D, dicamba, and phylloxipyr. It was applied again at 2 pints per acre, as was the previous treatment, 2 pints per acre, the Millennium Ultra. However, with the Escalade, just like the Millennium Ultra, we're seeing very slow results, very incomplete results. So either a sequential application is going to be necessary, or we have much more time needed to get full control. Treatment 10 is excursion. Excursion is almost the same identical product as Escalade, which is the previous treatment. Excursion has a 2,4-D dicamba and fluoxapyr, just like the Escalade, and it also was put at 2 pints per acre. And again, we're seeing almost identical results, limited results, I should say, as the Escalade. Treatment 11 is another commercial product called 3D. 3D. It's a combination of 2,4-D, dicamba, MCPP, so it's kind of a traditional three-way. As with most traditional three-ways, probably will require sequential application. This is only had one, just like the rest of these treatments. 3D was applied at 1.8 pints per acre. Treatment number 12 is Change Up, another commercial formulation that's available. Change Up, that's a combination of dicamba, fluoxapyr, MCPA, plus we added a ½ ounce of metsulfuron to try to spike it a little bit. We're starting to see some of, especially the corn speedwell, starting to die. I'm not sure if this would require another sequential application or if one will eventually kill these weeds. But again, we are starting to see activity, but it has been slow. Then our last treatment is another commercial formulation that's available called Celsius. Celsius is a combination of dicamba, iodosulfuron, and thiacarbazone, and it's applied at 4.9 ounces per acre. Just like the previous treatment, we're starting to see some burn down. However, it is incomplete this time. I'm not sure if a sequential application is going to be necessary or just more time. But this is Celsius.